Well, so I monitor about probably 25 metrics of valuation. They all tell basically the same story, except for the ones that are, I think, committing fraud, and they'll use, forward-looking hypothetical 2030 earnings. They're just making it up. But when you're given facts from the past and hypotheticals from the future, when you choose the hypothetical in the future, you're already on my shit list, because they say, well, you're supposed to look forward to what's going to happen. I go, but you don't have any data, right? So you kind of got to use the past, and you can wax philosophically about the future, but you don't know anything about it. And the Case-Shiller PE is sitting at around 40, and its historical average for 110 years was about 15. And so, and it climbed up to 40, and during the GFC, it got back to around 15, but only for about 15 minutes. And so we didn't even let it correct all the way in the GFC. It fell from high altitude, but it never plumbed a bottom. It didn't form a good solid, this stuff. The markets were not dirt cheap in 2009. They were not dirt cheap. They should have been. They should have been dirt cheap. They were not. I mean, if there's so much liquidity in the system, it's like when profit margins hit all-time highs, and people therefore put high valuations on. I go, excuse me, but that's a mean regressing thing. So a profit margin at all-time highs, it means you're even in worse shape than you thought, because they're gonna go down at some point. And as I like to say, you will never find an asset class that got really expensive that it didn't eventually find its way back to cheap. It just doesn't exist. And if you think it does, then maybe it wasn't expensive, but you better have a good metric for why it looked expensive. I'll give Amazon something, that Amazon always looked expensive. It's because Bezos went out of his way to make sure that they never earned any money. And so he put all of his profits into capex and said, "Trust me, I'm building an empire here. Get off my back." And I think he was correct in that case. And he did build an empire. So, but something like Apple's gone up, 10x in 10 years, and its revenues have gone up 70%. How do you possibly understand that in the context of normal? Does anyone remember Apple being worth 10 cents on the dollar, being priced at 10 cents on the dollar of real value back in 2015? No, they were screaming about how overpriced the market was in 15. And then it went up 10x with a 70% rise in revenue. It's just not imaginable that can end with a happy ending.
It's just that super concentration in a few companies. But I guess something like Nvidia, it does make a lot of money, and it's projected to make lots more in the future. So maybe that's okay. But the others,
But Nvidia grew its revenues 25-fold over the last 10 years, but it went up 250-fold. So again, it's just total insanity. So
but if it's going to keep growing by doubling that in every 2 years or something, or less. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching this clip of What the Finance interview. If you enjoyed it and looking for more short content, please like and subscribe. And if you'd like to watch the full interview, you can see that here. Thank you so much, and see you on the next one.